In Parsvitta Trikonasana, also known as Revolved Triangle Pose, you're going to want to have 2 blocks. This way you can bring the earth to you. Turn the hips so that they're squared facing forward in the front of your mat. We'll begin with the left foot. Start with the left foot, stepping it slightly forward, keeping the back leg exactly where it is, but turning the toes out about a 45-degree angle. Still keep your hips squared so they're forward. Gently bend into the front knee as the hamstring still might be a little tight here. You're going to begin to bring the hips back, and you might even put your fingers right in the hip creases. This is the hip flexor region, or where the psoas connects the thigh to the upper body. Begin to come forward, keeping the hips squared, right hip forward, left hip back. Keep your chest forward, and then just let your hands come down to your blocks. Once your hands come down to the blocks, you're going to want to press your right hand into the block, and then taking your left hand to your hip, look forward. Draw the left elbow up, and then draw the belly button up and in. From here, keeping the right hip forward, start to spin from the lower abdominals towards the sky. And this is where you'll stay. Keep a gentle bend in the front knee if it's a little intense for the hamstring and the IT band. Return back to center and release yourself down. For those of you that can take the stance slightly wider, you'll step your back foot a little bit longer. So when we typically would be coming in from a triangle pose, we would then close the hip and turn the hips in the forward direction. So from that space, you'll bring the hips back like we did before, keeping the right hip forward and the left hip back. Once the hands come down to the blocks here, take action with the right hip, actively draw it forward, start to spin from the lower ribs, rotate, and have that left arm reach up to the sky. From that space, you can take a bind by rotating the palm behind, bend the elbow, and reach for the inside of your right thigh, looking up towards the sky. Close the eyes and sustain for 5 rounds of breath. Note your left toes are pointing directly forward to the front edge of the mat. On the exhale, look down, unwind and unbind. So the way we come in is the way we come out. Release so that you can realign the spine. Step the right foot to meet the left and take a forward fold. Inhale to come up and bring the hands together. Let me know if there's any questions that you have, and we'll offer a modification for this with the chair in our next video series. Namaste.